Well, we survived the night, and Brittany's getting everything packed up now so that we can hopefully get some hiking in. It's not raining right now. I think it might rain some more today. Last night wasn't too bad. All right, so we're gonna try out biscuits and gravy this morning, and this is crazy. So this is what it looks like dehydrated. Like there's literally actually biscuits down there. Oh, I gotta take that thing out. Can't. You just pour boiling water in, you close it up, you let it sit for like 5 minutes, you stir it, you close it up, you let it sit for like 4 more, and then it's done. So stand by.
But all you have is your atlas there. There's no cell phone service. Mm-hmm. There's no, like, and not a lot of people hike there, so you can't, like, jump on all.
All right.
Oh, you're going to videotape
Yeah,
this?
I already tried it. I liked it.
It's like mushy.
We didn't get any biscuit.
Biscuits.
Oh, we're in trouble. Brittany's not going to have anything to eat now. All right, we are back on trail. Decided that we're just going to have to do it. We just got to get in the rain. Just got to go because we have miles to cover today. And we came prepared. We've got our ponchos and pack covers. And wow, that view that just popped up in front of us. Hold on. Hold on. Trail is crazy muddy, a lot of water. We're gonna have to do a lot of ducking and diving. We're having to in a lot of places kind of straddle the trail and just like waddle across it, and then sometimes we've had to go up through the trees, and like a minute ago we totally just lost the trail, couldn't find it, had to pull up all trail to get us back on, and we're just like aimlessly wandering around a campsite in the woods. So anyways, hoping that it will stay like this for the majority of the day. It's not really raining, it's just very misty. But just right before we left the shelter, we had a huge amount of rain that fell, and so we could hit that again, we'll see. Anyways, it feels incredible. It's a little cool, a little breezy, but our bodies are gonna warm up fast. But man, the views up here are incredible, and we're just praying that we see some of the little ponies, miniature horses running around here soon, hopefully. My pack just caught a branch and Brittany didn't see it, and she just got completely drilled in the face with like this massive sopping wet pine branch. You all right?
Yes.
Did you get all the water off of it?
No, with what? It's raining.
Yo, look at this. Wow, man. I feel like the title of this video needs to be, that was so gross. We are experimenting with foods, with this being, you know, somewhat new to us, and so like the biscuits and gravy this morning, y'all, was absolute trash. Trash. Mountain House, you should be ashamed of yourself. The biscuits and gravy were trash. And I understand that we're at a higher altitude, and I understand that I probably did not let it dehydrate all the way. That's probably what happened. But it was garbage. It was like chewing on, like, somebody left croutons in water overnight and then zapped them in a microwave and then poured white liquid, and then you got the sausage, which is literally like it tasted like it was just the outer gristle, you know, like the super fatty, doesn't want to render out, doesn't want to cook down garbage. And then we just had these energy chews that somebody was like, hey, you should try these energy chews. So we're like, all right, cool, let's try the energy chews. And what are they? They're lime and salt. lime and salt. And it's as awful as you could think of it being. Honestly, why would somebody want, like anything like that needs to be sweet and fruity. The salt is just obnoxious. So I struggle with that. Ooh, large amounts of doo-doo. Can you see that? Oh, there it is. It's hard to do. It's hard to use the front face camera thing. Ooh, this is fresh, sweetie. It's starting to rain a little bit, and it is so dark back here in these woods that my image on the video is like crazy grainy. The low light is not amazing on cell phones. I mean, it's okay, but like this is nuts, man. This is it's so dark back here, but it's like the most peaceful environment I can imagine. Like all you can hear is the rain hitting the trees. You know, you've got these little creeks that are running through the pathways every now and then, and it's quiet, it's still, it's pretty incredible. This is one of the reasons why people love to hike, is because of the solitude of it and the fact that it's the only place that you can really go to turn everything off and to hear nothing but creation, and that's it. And so, I don't know, it's just pretty amazing. Side note, the packs feel amazing today. You know, built up some stamina yesterday, clearly, because it doesn't feel anywhere near as heavy as it felt yesterday wearing it. You know, I would say it almost, at this point, is giving me the same amount of resistance as I would expect from a day pack. So, and we did shed a little bit of weight with food, but not a ton. But anyways, on through the rain.
I think it's that one. This is like a little trail to walk into a field.
Rain's coming down pretty hard now. Coming to a campground now where we are trying to find some sort of shelter so that we can make some food. It's really not raining right now, but everything's so wet, and we honestly haven't been off of our feet since we left the shelter this morning. So it's been 4 hours since we've had a butt break to take this weight off, and so anyways, feet are barking right now. So hopefully we're going to find something here in a second to be able to stop at and cook some lunch, because I am hungry. Hungry. You hungry?
Yeah.
Alright, so we stopped and made some ramen. Tried to warm up a little bit, and we found this bathroom at the shower house in a campground that has heat in the bathrooms, and so we're sitting in the shower stall right now eating our ramen to try and warm up our bodies a little bit. So that's happening. Made our pit stop for lunch in the shower house, and we made some coffee for the walk because it's starting to get a little bit chilly, starting to be able to see my breath a little bit. So I got another jacket that I've put on now, and it looks like we're about 3 miles from the shelter. We're way behind timing wise where we want to be right now, but with the rain this morning we got a much later start, and that was the first time we've stopped really since this thing started this morning. But we have another 3 miles to go until we hit our shelter for tonight. And I just spilled coffee all over myself. Ow. We had to veer off course a little bit to get to the campground. So we're currently walking a road to get back onto the trail. It finally has stopped raining, at least for the time being. It has stopped raining, and we're not under tree cover for maybe the first time today, so it's not falling on our heads. Just drinking our coffee. Hey, by the way, happy anniversary. 13 years today. Now, if you would have told me 13 years ago that for my 13-year anniversary, I was going to sleep outside, walk in the rain, and eat ramen in a lady's bathroom, I would have told you were crazy, or it would have had to have been that I was poor and possibly addicted to heroin. But alas, just a normal dude who chose to do that. And you married me. Honestly, it's all her. It's all her. All this crazy stuff that we do, she's the one that suggested we eat in the bathroom. I think she was playing.
Heat in it.
It did have heat in it. It felt really good. Pretty awesome. Well, what do you think?
There's no evidence of ponies, so I think.
Yeah. All right, so we are right here at the shelter. We're not really sure what we want to do because if we were to go another like 2.5 miles, we're going to get to an area where we have a higher chance of interacting with ponies. The problem is that it's already almost 5:30, and so we're banking on it would take us probably an hour to walk that far. And we're just worried that we're going to get stuck in the dark somewhere, and I don't really want that to happen. The rain has slacked off enough where I think we could tent camp no problem. And we probably will, even here at the shelter, because this is a much smaller shelter than what we had last night. So I don't know if we're going to interact with anybody else. There was a group behind us that took the wrong trail, but because they were in front of us, and so we assume they're coming this way. So I don't know what we're gonna do. Right now we're just taking a break because my back was starting to. How you feeling?
I'm good. Hungry.
What hurts? Anything hurt?
No.
Nothing hurts. Just my back, man. Just my right shoulder, right up in here. That's where it hurts. But it's a good place to chill for a few minutes, anyways. All right, we're back on the trail. We just decided that we really wanted to get to the open field so that we had a higher chance of seeing the ponies, and it takes off some mileage tomorrow for our last day so we can actually enjoy ourselves. Anyways, we've got to cover 3 miles in an hour and a half, no later, or we're gonna run out of daylight. So just praying that we get there okay and that the rain holds off and we can get our site set up with the tent. But for now, we're back in the woods. This could be a horrible decision. We were not banking on that to be as hard as it was. I would say that was the steepest, rockiest portion we've done the entire 2 days so far. In 2 miles.
Yeah.
And somebody's shooting guns off in the distance, and we're just trying to ignore that. But after a day of being in the woods, it appears as though we have found our way out. Somebody's unloading a clip over there. Good Lord. Anyways, so the rest of it hopefully will be a little bit smoother, possibly even downhill. We have a mile to go before we get to our spot, and I think we're going to be okay daylight-wise. So that sucked, man. That was hard.
Yep.
Yeah. It's funny how back in the early days, I mean, I've hiked my whole life, but Brittany and I started really getting into the long distance hiking when we were living in New England. And it's funny how I can remember a time a couple years back where hearing that I was gonna do a 3-mile hike was like that felt like just a ridiculously long way. And now it's like we're getting to our destination that we've hiked all day and looking at it going, you know, we really like to get to this next spot. It's only another 3 miles. Like that's wild to me. It just goes to show, like, your body is capable of so much more than I think we give it credit for. It's like, just like, there have been so many times today that I have felt like there was no way I could go any further. I mean, I would say even back with the campground, and that was 5 miles ago. And I think your body's just crazy. Like, it's amazing what you can motivate yourself to do. Get outside, do this. It's worth it. So we end up back in the woods again, and it is gotten pretty dark in here. And I think that we are under a half mile away from popping out and being in a field where hopefully we can catch just enough daylight to be able to get our tent set up. But as far as where we are right now in these woods, it is definitely dark. It's kind of cool though. Never done night hiking before. It's pretty sweet. Headlamps are out and on. 0.2 of a mile. But we're starting to get a little hard to see our footing. And the ground is so wet, there's leaves everywhere and there's roots that are hiding, and wet leaves on wet roots. Almost gone down a couple times, so this is just to help. Alright, we made it. No, because there's one of those fences that says please close the gate. And it looks like there's a brown thing, does it not? It looks like it's wet. But does that not look like a bear box right there?
I don't know. I'm gonna walk that way and see. But maybe.
Where do we pitch our tent?
I think anywhere.
Anywhere. You're never gonna guess where we are. We found another bathroom. We made it to our spot. It got dark fast and it was raining. We got the tent up and we're able to at least get it to where it's not wet and it's nice and dry. But there was a privy 50 feet from where our tent is, and so that's what we're doing. We're hiding in the bathroom again, going through all of our stuff, getting ourselves dry and changed, and cooking. We were even cooking dinner in here. Check it out. Yep, that's happening. All right, we made it to the tent. You'll just have to wait till tomorrow morning to see where we are and how we got it set up. It was a chore. It was pouring down rain, and of course, like literally the minute that we finished setting it up, it stopped raining, and it hasn't rained since. But we hid in a privy for a little bit. By privy, I mean for someone who would say I don't know what a privy is. What's a privy?
It's a fancy hole in the ground. Super gross. There was a mouse in there.
Yeah. So we put our stuff in there to keep it dry while we got the tent set up. And then there was a covered area so that we actually had to prepare our food and eat over at the privy, which was not ideal. Not ideal. You know, we stretched it really to get here. This last 3 miles probably was it's going to be worth it. Tomorrow morning when y'all see where we are and hopefully get the chance to see some ponies, then it'll be worth it. So anyway, so we're in the tent. It's a 2P, so it's small. It's just us. We zipped our sleeping bags together and we got our pads down. We're gonna stay warm. It's super windy outside, but this tent does an incredible job of keeping the wind off of us, which is nice. But we're gonna get some sleep. God knows what time it is. I don't even know.
I think it's only like 9 o'clock.
Okay, it's 9 o'clock. But I'm tired, my feet hurt, and we have like 5 miles to do tomorrow still. And hopefully we'll get to see some ponies and some awesome things. So anyways, going to sleep now. Good morning from the tent. It's been super windy. We were a little bit cold last night. But the good news is we have saved this last breakfast
for this morning. Now, this is crazy. I had never seen anything like this before. I don't know if you can see the steam coming out of this or not. But basically with this, you just put water in the bag, and then you open up this little pouch, and you drop the pouch in, you seal it up, and the pouch boils the water and steams the food for you. There's no stoves or boiling or anything like that involved. And so, yeah, you can see the steam coming from it. That's basically, it's cooking in this bag right now as I'm holding it in my hand. And we don't have to leave the tent, which is awesome. So we'll be able to eat in here, warm our bodies up a little bit, and then get hiking. Looks like something.
It smells bad.
And we're getting tent torn down, but just want to give you a chance to see where we ended up last night. Was in the middle of this huge field. That was the bear box way over there. You can see it over by the over there. It's the bear box where we had to put our gear last night, make sure we didn't get any bears out here. And then this over here is where we were. This is the privy. There's 2 bathrooms there, so we had to hide in there for a little bit last night and get all of our stuff together because it was raining, and so we had to hide in there. But check this out. We found some of the animals that we came to see. What'd you do? Brittany, what is it? There they are. Right on the trail. Look at that. Oh boy. Scared them away, babe.
I want to pet them.
They were right here chilling, and you done scared them all away. Hope you're happy. Now they're gone. It appears that we are done with the fields. Hopefully we haven't seen the only ponies we're going to see today, but at least we saw them, which is exciting. Check that off the list of the things we came out here to be able to see and accomplish. But for now, it looks like we're heading back into the woods. So, I don't know. How far are we gone, sweetie?
Total or today?
Just today.
A mile.
Oh, okay. We've gone a mile. It's a long, hard, uphill mile. Anyways, so maybe 4 miles or so back to the car. And I don't know what else we're gonna see, but for now, we're heading into the woods. It's a pony or a horse? It's a pony. It's just a bigger one, right?
I think they go down low, maybe? It's a pony. Why the hell would they be out here?
Found the shelter where we're gonna kick our feet up and relax for a few minutes before we make our final trek back to the car. And here it is. Another platform shelter. Kind of like the one we didn't stay at last night.
I'm off to find water again. No clue where I'm going, but I am following a footpath for a little bit and maybe I'll find something. I see flowing water, so somewhere that way, maybe. So I decided to go find the trail again, and I'm just gonna walk a little bit further to get water. I'm sure Alex is definitely worried about me right now. Both my feet are soaked, so not sure how I feel about the unverified trails, but hopefully I get some water out of this. All right, super frustrated right now. I still can't find water, so I'm sure it's gonna be right in front of my face when I get back. But I think I'm gonna send Alex out so I can maybe dry my socks. I guess I brought a friend back, but no water. I'll have to try again. We're gonna give it one more try because I really want some coffee before we head back to the car. So I'm gonna walk back to the river, which is probably a half a mile, I don't know, but we'll see. I have finally found water. All right, so I guess I will head back to camp, got my water, and see if Alex will make me some coffee.
Just sitting here in a grassy field, drinking coffee. Snail shell. Just found that on the ground. How's your coffee been?
It's delicious.
We just gave each other feet massages.
I don't think it's called feet massage, it's a
Yeah,
foot
it is.
massage.
It's a feet massage.
Foot massage.
We're just at this point trying to milk this trip for everything that we can get it for, because we're not far from the car, so we're just sitting in a. It's dry, like it's dried up. The sun's coming down. It's still chilly, but it's nice. So we're just sitting here on the ground and enjoying it.
Found more ponies, and with that, more people, which means that we must be getting close to the parking lot. But it's a bunch of them, just standing in the path.
Just walked right through it.
Did I walk through crap?
Yeah.
Whoops. Don't do it. that was pretty awesome. Got to actually interact with the ponies. I know my wife is in heaven right now. Got to pet one. They're actually super friendly. They come to you. So there seem to be a lot of people around here. I think this is where the state park is right in this area. But
Yes, Brittany.
yeah, okay, so we're in the state park. What a great way to end the hike though, man, to be able to see that. The weather has turned out to be completely gorgeous today. Wow, almost something fell there. These rocks. I think our feet have said that's enough. We've gone 25 miles so far. Yesterday we did 14. I don't even know where we're at today, but my feet have let me know that they're tired of walking. How about you?
Yes. I'm hungry. Want some chips?
Yeah, allegedly there's this restaurant at the campground that we're going to eat at that I'm hoping was really good, but I need some calories bad, man. I'm hungry.